Be ready for. Be ready for. They are ready for the test. They are ready for the test. They are ready for the test. They are not ready for the test. They are ready for the test. They are not ready for the test. Are they ready for the test? Are they ready for the test? Are they ready for the test? Be ready for. They are ready for the match. They were ready for the match. Match. They were ready for the match. They were ready for the match. They were not ready for the match. They were not ready for the match. They weren't ready for the match. Were they ready for the match? 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 Be playful. He is late for school. He's late for school. He's late for school. He's late for school. He is not late for school. He isn't late for school. He isn't late for school. Is it late for school? For tea. He was late for the meeting. He was late for the meeting. He was not late for the meeting. He wasn't late for the meeting. Was he late for the meeting? Was he late for the meeting? Be famous for. It is famous for its design. It is famous for its design. It is famous for its design. It is not famous for its design. It is not famous for its design. It is not famous for its design. Is it famous for its design? Is it famous for its design? It was famous for the tradition. It was famous for tradition. It was not famous for its not tradition. He wasn't famous for the tradition. Was he famous for the tradition? Was he famous for the tradition? We use for fur. We use for fur. Sing.com is used for English. Sing.com Sing.com is used for English. Sing.com is not used for English. Sing.com is not used for English. Is Sing.com used for English? Is Sing.com used for English? The speech was used for young people. The speech, the speech, the speech used for young people. The speech used for young people. The speech was not used for young people. The speech was not used for young people. Was the speech used for the young people? Afraid of. Be afraid of. Be afraid of. Be afraid of. Be afraid of. She is afraid of the dark. She is afraid of the dark. She is afraid of the dark. She's not afraid of the dark. She's not afraid of the dark. Is she afraid of the dark? Is she afraid of the dark? She was afraid of Chucky dolls. Chucky dolls. She was afraid of Chucky dolls. She was afraid of Chucky dolls. She was not afraid of Chucky dolls. She was not afraid of Chucky dolls. She wasn't afraid of Chucky dolls. Was she afraid of Chucky dolls? Was she afraid of Chucky dolls? Be full of. Be full up. Full. Be full up. Be full up. The toilet. The toilet. Toilet. The toilet is full of poop. The toilet is full of poop. The toilet is full. The toilet is not full of poop. The toilet is not full of poop. Is a toilet full of poop? His heart. His heart was full of greed. Greed. His heart was full of greed. His heart was not full of greed. His heart was not full of greed. Was his heart full of greed? Sick. Be sick of. The college student is sick of ramen. Ramen. The college student was uh, the college student sick of ramen. The college student was not is not sick of ramen. Is the college student sick of ramen? Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt was sick of his girlfriend. The Brad Pitt is sick of his girlfriend. Brad Pitt was not sick of his girlfriend. Was Brad Pitt sick of his girlfriend? Befrado. Hedgehog, hedgehog, hedgehog. The hedgehog is proud of his baby. The hedgehog is afraid of his baby. It is not proud of his baby. His baby. Is the hedgehog proud of his babies? Koreans were proud of Kim Hyuna's silver medals. Silver medals. Koreans are Koreans are proud of Kim Hyuna's silver medals. Koreans were not proud of Kim Hyuna's silver medal. Koreans were not proud of Kim Hyuna's or Korean proud of Kim Hyuna's silver medal. Different from, different, different, be different from, be different from, be different from. Coke, Coke is different from the Pepsi. Coke is different from the Pepsi. Coke is different from the Pepsi. Coke, Coke is different from the Pepsi. Coke is not different from Pepsi. Coke isn't different from Pepsi. Is it Coke different from Pepsi? Is Coke different from Pepsi? They are ready for the test. They are not ready for the test. Are they ready for the test? They were ready for the test. Match. They were ready for the match. They weren't ready for the match. Were they ready for the match? Be ready for. He's alright for the school. He isn't late for the school. Is he late for the school? He was late for the meeting. He wasn't late for the meeting. Was he late for the meeting? Was he late for the meeting? It's famous for its design. It's not famous for its design. Is it famous for its design? It was famous for that its tradition. Is not famous for its tradition. Is it famous for its tradition? That tradition is tradition. Sensing.com is used for foreign English. Sensing.com is not used for foreign English. Is Sensing.com used for foreign English? The speech was used for young people. That the speech wasn't used for young people. Was speech used for young people? Be afraid of. She's she's afraid of the dark. She is not afraid of the dark. Is she afraid of the dark? She was afraid of Chucky dolls. She wasn't afraid of Chucky dolls. Was she afraid of Chucky dolls? That toilet was full of uh, that toilet is full of poop. That toilet is not full of poop. Is it that is that toilet full of poop? His heart was full of greed. His heart wasn't full of greed. Is it hurt? Is he hurt full of greed? Oh, the college student sick of ramen. The college student is not sick of ramen. Is it college student sick of ramen? Brad Pitt was sick of his girlfriend. Brad Pitt wasn't sick of his girlfriend. Was he? Was Brad Pitt sick of his girlfriend? Oh. The hedgehog be proud of its babies. The hedgehog isn't proud of its babies. Is hedgehog be proud of the hedgehog proud of those baby? Is hedgehog be proud of the babies? Koreans were uh, proud of Kim Jong-un's civil manners. Koreans aren't proud of Kim Jong-un's civil manner. Is it Korea? Was it Koreans be proud of Kim? Be uh, was Kim Jong-un? Was Koreans be Kim Jong-un's Koreans proud of Kim Jong-un's civil manners? Coke different from the Pepsi. Coke isn't different from the Pepsi. Is it Coke different from the Pepsi?